Alright folks, here we go with the Ice Age booster box unboxing. Got this on eBay, which is where I get almost all my cards these days. I think that is the same text from the Ice Age starter deck that I opened in my last video. First thing to notice is the Ice Age packs had 15 cards per pack. That is in contrast to the prior expansion sets. This is Fallen Empires. They had 8 cards per pack. They were $1.45. Ice Age was 15 cards and $2.95. They were the same size as the core set. They didn't call it the core set back then, or at least I don't think they did. But that would have been the 4th edition. And again, the Ice Age, unlike the previous expansion sets, was designed to be played as a standalone set. You could actually buy. You couldn't really, only buy Fallen Empire packs, or only buy Dark packs, or only buy Legends packs, and make your whole deck out of that, if only because you wouldn't have any lands. But the Ice Age has its own lands, and as I said, was specifically designed to be playable as a standalone set. And I don't know if anybody actually did that. I don't think the set was really strong enough to do that, but the Wizards of the Coast folks are certainly trying to broaden their horizons by going that route. So, without further ado, I will pop this open and see what's inside. By the way, booster packs now I think are like $3.99 each, which, inflation over the last, I guess, 18 years at this point, 17 years. I think 1995 was when Ice Age came out. We used to get them. The store I used to go to when I was a kid used to sell individual packs for $2.95 and then 2 for $5. So allowance day, always, just take $10 and buy 4 packs, and that would be it for the week. All right. Oh, look at that. There's already one unsettled. Let's see if I can get the display going. Ah, very nice. Let's see if I can get a good shot of that. Yeah. All right. As usual, I'll open 3 packs. I'm not going to try to identify all the different illustrations on these, so I don't know them. I know this is Jester's Cap. That's pretty easy. Not sure what that is. I didn't know it's a Quinton Hoover illustration. Quinton Hoover was very popular back in the day, apparently, because his drawings showed up on a lot of the promotional materials. And also, I was doing some just screwing around online yesterday, and I was looking up the story of Richard Garfield proposing to his girlfriend. And a lot of people know that he actually had a special proposal magic card made for her that he played against her. He played during a game against her, and that's how he proposed to his girlfriend. And Quinton Hoover did the illustration for that. So anyway, you can see that these packs are already kind of crudted up after sitting in the box for 17 years. I suppose that's to be expected, but nothing you can do about that. I would imagine that these cards would qualify as being in mint condition simply from the fact that they've been in booster packs throughout their entire existence. But one thing I have noticed opening up some other old cards is that the edging is already is screwed up. Just the ravages of time. You can sort of see that. There's a little white on the. I don't know if you can see that actually on the camera, but there is some white on the edges of these cards already. Although for the most part they're in pretty good shape. It obviously shows up a lot more distinctly on the black border cards. Excuse me, I have a cold. I'm sorry. All right, so here's our Ice Age cards: Snowflake, black border, copyright 1995, and let's just start going through these. Binding Grasp. Gain control of target creature. Aggression. First strike and trample. Kind of like a berserk. Oh, and Spectral Shield. I think I have one of those in my starter deck. Game of Chaos. Flip a coin. And a lot of things happen. Errant Minion. Classic Harold McNeil illustration. They all look like this. Weird lines and nothing really distinct. Very abstract. Heal. This is another thing that Ice Age did. They took some of the sort of stock cards from the core set and then just repurposed, just redid them for the Ice Age. This is I think this is the first time they did this for an expansion set. So this is Heal, which was originally part of I think going back to Alpha. Kelsinko Ranger, Flare. I think that's an old core set also. Infuse, untap. Barbed Sextant. Woolly Spider. This is sort of similar to Giant Spider. Soul Kiss, Tor Giant, Brown Oaf, and Enervate. Okay. You know what? I don't know where the rare is. This could be the rare. They didn't indicate the rare on the logo back then. And I thought there were lands in these. Apparently I'm just crazy. I thought there were lands in the 4th edition packs. I thought there were lands in the Ice Age packs. Alright, so the 4th card may still be the rare. Let's see if that holds up. I'm not as familiar with the rares in Ice Age as I am with the rares of the 4th edition revised sets. So, alright, Freyalise Supplicant. I don't know what that means. Force Void. Counterspell Withering Wisps. I didn't have creatures in play for this one. Stunted Growth. Would that be a rare? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. These discard, library cards are always very exciting. Chalderan Warrior. That's similar to Benalish Hero. Limdol's Cohort. Already have one of those. Panic. Already have one of those. Barbed Sextant. Okay, that must be Fear. Okay, this is another core set card that came back. Foxfire. Cooperation. I think all of these were in my, not this one, but Limdol, Panic, Fear, Foxfire, Cooperation. Those were all in my starter deck. There's a Tor Giant. Brainstorm. COPs. Yes, I did the COPs in the Ice Age 2. Mystic Remora. That was also in my starter deck. Starting to see what the commons are, that's for sure. Alright, last set for this video. Touch of Vitae. Word of Blasting. It's probably a play on the Word of Binding, which is one of the strangest cards in the game, just for the illustration alone. Skull Catapult. Dread White. Excuse me. Okay, is that a rare? That could be. I'm going to check this. Yeah, I mean, this looks like a complicated, scary creature card, so that could be the rare. Soulburn, Scaled Worm, Howl from Beyond, another core card, Earthlore, Mountain Goat, Portent, Blessed Wine, Tarpan, Legions of Limdul, Snow-Covered Swamp Walk. I see. Yeah, I think they were just these. I don't know. I think the whole Snow-Covered Land thing was really dumb. But another Errant Minion, another Kelsinko Ranger. Okay, so there's our first 45 cards, and I've got a lot more to go. So this will be a lengthy series of videos. Thank you for watching.